So, is it modding time? It's modding time. Now, I've done a little bit of light modding, and what we're probably going to do is every successive run tonight, I'm going to mod something more. I don't necessarily know what is going to be, like, I'm not entirely sure how it's going to end, like, what the end results are, and I'm invariably going to have broken the game as a result of these things. But it...
Hit me with that, pal.
Okay, actually, first order of business question.
Far greater gods than I once wielded you.
Oh. Haha. Okay. So. Huh. This is a bit of a shame. Because I'll have to look at how to get this to work. But so, mod thing I figured out, number one, I can actually make it so these go past maximum level. Unfortunately, it looks like I've got to find a specific spot where it holds, like, whatever the bonus is and the max level and stuff, so it doesn't just reset back to level 1 again. A bit of a shame, but it means that I can do this if I wanted to. Now, obviously, maybe not for the Zagreus aspect, but it would be pretty amusing to just have, like, plus 200% movement speed and just be Sonic the Hedgehog. But that would, you know, that's just the beginning. I mean, why not chaos aspect here? Bonus shields thrown 30. Why the heck not? Honestly, what I think I might do is, instead of raising the maximum level, I think I'll try and go looking for what the effect is, and just change this instead. So instead of bonus shields thrown 5, it would just be 20, 30. And yes, I realize that this is busted nonsense and absolutely is not going to be the spirit of the game anymore, but I've been playing this for like nearly 100 episodes. I think it's time for me to screw around a little bit. I mean, think of all the weird, goofy stuff we could get into. Like, I'd still like to try the Hera aspect, and that's probably something I'd like to invest in sooner than later, as like a regular thing. But, I don't know. And then what about this? Bonus max ammo is kind of... I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Mainly the one I want to mess around with is the shield, but I haven't modded that yet because I haven't actually found the thing. So, what we're going to do is Zagreus aspect today. I didn't increase the bonus special in speed and range, but I did do something else, and let's hope it worked. What? I can keep giving this dude him what?
Keepsakes hold power.
Sure?
Skelly, while I know your services have already been paid...
Aw,
Wait.
no way, boy.
You're my friend, mate.
Nope.
Drat.
Okay, so we didn't actually... We don't get more than the companion rib. So, he just absolutely shystered us out of that. But whatever, it's fine.
The chains
Okay.
of Tartarus have probably all rearranged themselves by now.
So, next order of business, let's get in here. So, I've got to increase the heat. Oh, boy. Let's see. Additional enemies? Let's do additional enemies. And what is our... Oh, we've got the Harpy Feather Duster. I should switch this around. So, could you change the speed bonus to, say, plus 1,000 and become Sonic? Potentially. I'd have to find it, which is part of the issue. But there is a very real possibility that, yes, I could actually change a lot of these numbers around and have wildly different effects
I'm ready.
from what the developers intended. I'm looking forward to it, but anyway, so first basic run that I want to do is an old favorite.
Certainly at hand now that I'm here, nephew. So long as you make sure to take advantage of the absolutely awesome power I bequeath.
Okay, please, yes.
Better.
Ow. He actually hit me. Damn, that does a lot of damage. Oh, cool. We can actually see if this worked, too. So we doing mods? We doing mods.
More numbskulls.
I don't do a whole lot of modding on my own just because I know next to nothing about programming and the like. But today, yeah, we're gonna do some modding. Wonder if I could change the delay time on, like, picking it up. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. So I increased the amount of gems that I get now from room rewards. That does come with extra money. That's not intentional.
Alright.
Let's see if I modded the rarity. Oh yeah, cranked that shit up way high. So hopefully we'll be getting mostly epic boons. Again, I know this is gonna bust the balance of the game, but
Chaotic strength.
yeah, it seems like it's worth. Okay, so legendary. I'm gonna see. I might actually be able to straight up crank up legendary to 100%, so it always shows up, which might be very possible. I don't know. There's a lot that I can do. I increased the amount of darkness rewards. I'm turning some of these things up purely for my own benefit, as in I don't want to farm for darkness or gems anymore. If that's the only thing keeping me going on this game, then the content has run out, and I'm just Skinner boxing it, which is not a good feeling. So I'd rather just have all of the gems, and then just more or less be playing this game for my own enjoyment instead, if that makes any sense. Let's see. Can you make a run with only one god boon? Yeah, potentially. I very well could do that.
Power of the gods.
It actually even wouldn't be that hard.
Punishment has its perks.
So, if you wanted to do a solo god boon run,
What's this?
it would...
So you returned.
Just you try and hit me.
Oh, shit. There's no time limit here. And it seems to be just her. Yeah, the problem is... she is designed specifically for cowardice. The hell? Damn it.
What?
This sucks.
You failed.
This stupid enemy is designed specifically to hide from you.
Oh, that's it.
Freaking whatever. I deserve that. But yeah, we can take a look at legendary boon rarity after this. Like, I can crank a lot of this stuff up. I can actually turn it past 100%, which I'm really not sure what that would do. The one thing I can't do, as far as I can tell, I don't think I can actually push things to heroic levels.
Lady Artemis.
Well, Zagreus, you getting out of there this time, or am I going to have to keep on hunting by myself?
Okay, attack is stronger. Can crit? No. We want pressure points. Do I wait for pressure points? No, let's grab deadly strikes now while we got it. So I was talking about solo boon runs. That's the solo boon right there. Just pure
My chaos boon switched
okay.
into effect.
I guess qualifiers on the solo boon run, you'd have to do it with crit, and I'd say chaos boons are probably still okay. Just for, like, raw damage bonus. But as long as you have that crit and, like, enough health, you can win anything. But that would be boring. Also, no matter what, it would give me boons. I just have to pick suboptimum ones that don't help me in some way.
I'll take that.
Let's see, how about hammers?
Something
I
I can
mean,
use.
truly this hypothetical single god boon run, I would actually need to mod it so that only one god boon shows up over the course of a run. And I don't know how to do that. Also, thank you, Lovemel, for the 5-month resub. Thank you so much. Now, if I could find some people that were like super passionate about looking into the Lua scripting alongside me to find like cool things to mess with, because effectively I spent maybe 10 minutes earlier just looking at various parameters
for the house.
If somebody actually wanted to dedicate like a fair amount of time to
Trespasser.
like dedicate a bunch of time specifically to modding and like searching through the Lua files for interesting things, I'm sure we could find some like really wild stuff to mess with. I don't have enough time to spend a lot of time looking over.
There we go.
Let's see. When are you going to stream Witcher sometime? You missed it yesterday. Yesterday was nothing but Witcher. I tend to not do games, the same game daily, just because I'm an extremely flighty individual and I prefer variety above all else to some small degree. Which is part of the reason why it's been a little bit since I've played Hades, just because the game is staling just a little bit. It's one of those where it's like, it's still fantastic, but I've done it before. Where is this guy? Oh, there he is. Who's left? Oh, there you are. Okay, there's the Hammer of Daedalus. But yeah, so sometimes it will take me a couple of days before I go back to a game, just for the sake of sanity and so on and so forth. Witcher is kind of the game that I play when I'm... Witcher and RimWorld recently have been the games that I play when I'm tired. And so, I guess I'm tired today, but I'm not as tired as I was, like, the last couple of days. Freaking Ring Fit, though. I don't know, that's really the main culprit for what's controlling my schedule a bit. I want Exploding Launcher. But I shouldn't. Because I have no idea if it synergizes. What do you guys think? Do we go for Exploding Launcher? Get the Fated Choice? I'm looking for the bounce to show up. Let's try it.
You honor me.
Wait, maybe that works with the bounce. We'll figure this out. That might actually... This might be incredible. We'll see. It's alternate keyword. It'll just give me more gems, but that's fine. This might actually be stupid. Oh, boy! Hold up.
Come on,
this is way better than I thought it was going to be. That does so much damage. The only thing it doesn't do is strike through. It's just got AoE. I sincerely hope we get the bounce spear upgrade. But if we don't, I'm not going to be upset.
Pleasure doing business.
Grab that.
Fine day or night to you as well, Charon.
Okay. Hey! So I changed it so I can also buy shit tons of darkness from the shop for reasons. Look, I just want to get as many rerolls as possible. So I was asked earlier, why not wait until the next patch?
I'm back,
Because it's
ladies.
still like 2 weeks away. Man, if I could get the Hermes buff, that increases my attack speed. We are going to be an absolute monster. So, by the way, I should mention, this is not modded. This boon interaction is just default. What we've got going for us here is effectively, I think it's like 200-something% damage on my spear, which ends up being really busted. Yeah, imagine adding crits onto this. Yeah, I could have gone for the 4% crit, and it would have been obscene, but I didn't, and I should have. But maybe it'll show up again. We'll see how it goes. And Hydra posts birthday shell, wherever she may be. She's checking the internet, making sure people haven't stolen her stuff, and wedding planning and some other things. Got the Yarn of Ariadne. Do we switch away from any of these? Yeah, we probably should. Go for it, Shell. Ooh, let's boost distant memory. I should probably go for the Chthonic coin purse, but we're gonna have so much extra money purely from the bonus gem cache that I probably should never equip the Chthonic coin purse
Change of scenery, at least.
ever again. Okay, but yeah, so finished my thought about not wanting to do modding until after the next patch. I actually would prefer to go into the next patch vanilla and then remod things based on what they've changed, whatever they've changed, because I feel like that would be a more genuine setup.
Die.
Because otherwise, you know, my impressions are going to be tainted by whatever my mod effects are.
God's strength.
Ooh, 20% on that. Yeah, I gotta. That's just so much stronger.
Much appreciated. Where
Sup?
now?
Hermes? I guess I should probably check. I'm just gonna blow these up when I go buy them to see when they drop money. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that one's too late. Because some people have said they only drop money during battle, and I have to agree. I think that's the case. But I could be wrong. But yes, evening everyone. I hope everyone is having a lovely... What is this? Thursday? I've lost all sense of time. I'm just gonna collateral damage my way through things. Ow. It's fine. Get out of here. I'm breaking this pillar, you jerk. By the way, I can change the amount of money that I get from enemy drops as well. Which seems really broken. Like, things that I don't want to change in this game, ideally, is, like, monetary rewards.
Back.
Anything that, like, well,
Come on, cuz, you can do this. And furthermore, I think you can do this rather quick. Now go.
Special is 30% faster.
Thank you, gods.
Interloper. There. Satisfied?
There we are.
Wait, imagine the bouncy spear. I really hope we get the bouncy spear this run. Mainly because I've changed it so the bouncy spear has stupid range and also twice as many bounces as normal. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's gonna... Oh, have I seen this? Yeah, I have
Good
seen
old
this.
Charon. Thank you, mate. How about another?
This, by the way, yeah, sometimes Hades just doesn't need mods. Oh, absolutely. Like, Hades does not need mods, but because I can mod it, I should mod it.
Listen up here, Zach, because this time I have got something for...
That's the usual. So, after party, Nasty Dash ain't terrible. I'm not super passionate about it, but all the other ones are kind of useless to me. The Hades gets broken in ways that don't ever really trivialize the experience, and I think that's good. Exactly. Like, this game has become considerably more ridiculous now that I know how to bust it over my knee. But, like, it's never not been fun. It's kind of the same way as Isaac. Like, there are some games where, like, you just get so strong that the whole game just becomes dull. I don't think Hades will ever become... dull because I'm overpowered. I think it'll become dull because of the lack of eventual variety.
Such a spoil sport, nephew. The way he keeps impeding your escape. Ah, well, just keep at it,
An exchange.
Okay. Tactiles, Chain Lightning, or the rest of these suck. Oh, right. I also increased the chances of replacing boons showing up. Lightning strike's pretty good. I just don't think I care. For a lot of reasons. One way or another. I'm just gonna go electric shot. I don't really use cast nearly as much as I probably should.
Whatever, let's try it.
Never really liked dot effects in roguelikes. They seem subpar. It works in Hades. The,
What now?
let's see. The... What are they called? The Dionysus boons have some really sweet, like, fairly high damage caps. The only problem is the, Hades specifically goes invisible, and also invincible, so it clears his debuffs, which is a little shitty, because it shouldn't work that way. But it still does, like, a ton of damage per second when you don't actually have to be, like, fighting something.
I'll take it.
So it's not so bad. But yeah, I'm generally in the same boat. I usually just totally skip on damage over time effects. Because, like, why poison an enemy where it's going to do, like, X amount of damage over a little while?
That's a relief.
Wow, we're just zipping through this. Then again, this is a very, very strong build. Oh, right.
Hydra.
Strong build.
It's been too long.
I don't think I'm going to be able to phase skip the Hydra. But I'm certainly going to be able to do some horrible things to its heads. Might take some damage just because I'm not super concerned about the amount of damage I'm taking. I have a lot of bonus health.
Huh.
There we go. Always go for the wave heads first. If you can. Whoops. I pressed select. That actually didn't screw me over. Also, fair disclosure, I've been watching a lot of AGDQ lately, or this week, so I might sound like my terminology is getting, infected. One thing I really do appreciate about this game is generally the damage numbers are so well balanced, they don't have to have hyper armor. Or is it super armor? Whatever they put on Super Greed in Binding of Isaac and such. That always, like, bothered me. Same thing with Dead Cells. It's like, oh, I see that your run is going particularly well. Well, because, you know, the name of balance, let's just kind of auto-nerf it so that there's kind of a damage cap. I guess that would actually be the proper way of putting it.
Back to wherever your neck
Pardon
went.
the weird noises. Shell needed. Grape jelly to be opened. Oh, shoot, I forgot Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon had a demo come out earlier today. I should load that up. Okay, Hush has damage resistance that stacks as you do damage.
Boy. I'm warning you.
Or else what, father?
Yeah, that sort of thing always feels weirdly tacky to me. You know what? Let's just keep with this.
I'll take this one.
I understand, like, why developers do that.
Should I take
So
this
it doesn't, like, totally cheapen bosses and, like, make certain builds particularly powerful. It's just one of those where it's like,
Onward.
if I have gotten, like, an absolutely
check.
beater run, I feel like I deserve it. To just, like, go full ham on something. Resets with time. Meh. I think no matter what it would be, it's hard to change my mind on this one just because, like, I just don't like it when games do it. Okay, everybody cross your butts and hope we get bounce out of this. Because if we get bounce, this whole thing becomes dumb.
Right on cue. Dead.
Because that is the one mod interaction that, that is the one mod that I did make. And I really wanted that to show up, because I really wanted to see Super Mary Poppins by the time we hit that end. The Temple of... Okay, bounce, bounce, bounce. Shit. I really wish I could, like, reroll or skip these. I wonder if there's a way to increase the number of options you have here. Maybe. One way or another, I guess let's just get Armor Skewer. It's not amazing, but, like... the other two just don't fit the build.
I'm grateful
Yeah,
for this.
I'm just gonna bet those two upgrades are mutually exclusive. I don't need it. That'd be a good duo boon. Boons now offer 4 selections. Or like a really expensive mirror upgrade. Like, I kind of wish there were some, like, really high-end things that, like, nothing but the most, like, dedicated players would ever be able to unlock. Like, straight up, +1 boon selection. Or, you know, just... I almost kind of wish the increased boon rarity had no cap, and it just got more expensive.
No.
The higher level it went. And so, yeah, if you wanted to have 100% epic...
In the name of Hades.
Epic boon rarity, you could, but it would cost like 100,000. Let's probably grab Breaking Wave over Typhoon's Fury. Actually, no, Typhoon's Fury would do more damage.
The sea god's might.
Ooh, duo room. I love going fast.
I have to pick a side.
Hell yeah.
Audacity runs in our families, Zagreus. But my
Meh.
Did what I had
I'm gonna
to
start skipping that dialogue purely for time.
do. One's responding.
So yeah, anything with armor just gets melted and pelted. Let's see, what aspect are we running? First one for throw speed. Which apparently has insane effects. With almost all of the special related hammer perks.
me again like
Bash him attack. Okay, revenge damage. Let's grab Zeus's aid.
I feel all tingly.
I got 274. We haven't been picking up that many gems here, so it's not that important. But yeah, Zagreus aspect. I probably should have gone the other way, but whatever.
No urns permitted in this chamber.
Man, we were just gonna rack up all the Poseidon boons. Let's grab max health in the palm. Palm for... I mean, let's be honest. Let's just keep dumping into that.
Did Daedalus himself build all of this?
Okay, rupture damage. Yeah.
Let's make some waves.
I'm curious how Sunken Treasure has changed as a result of the modding that I've done, but I doubt it. Let's go max health. We don't really need or want Dionysus here, except for maybe the extra... The extra nectar? I can just sit here. Ah! Yeah, it's certainly nice not having to wait for my spear to come back. I could just sit here and just howitzer things to death. I am a weapon of mass destruction. It's amazing. I love it.
Yes. What's for sale?
Okay, let's increased chance of that. Still can't do that one. Let's see. Money? Or pawn? Yeah, let's go money.
Stand aside.
Yeah, gonna take a small amount of damage from the couple of these that I don't, like, immediately hit. I'm just gonna kind of piss him off and then hit him as a group. Instead of sitting there like a lazy schlub, I might as well actually, like, hammer them into non-existence. Good morning, Wander. Evening, Wander sad. Gonna be honest, every time I see your name go by, I read it as Thunder Salad, and I'm like, I mean, zesty.
You should have listened.
Cash. So what do we got?
Could it
Gems.
be?
You shall pay for that.
I just wonder if I have multi-skewer yet. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to get it on this run. I'm gonna probably do a couple of spear runs just because.
Enough.
Cheers.
Because that's the one I'm messing with. Maybe? I don't know. I'm down for other types of runs. Let's reroll
My fate
this.
is mine.
More gems! Good lord, that is broken. This build is nuts! And I've never tried this before. I'd always ignored it because I was hoping for the, for multi-skewer. But turns out I should always try everything at least once before I settle into any kind of like default build, because holy shit, this is such a good build. The one thing I want to see if I can mess with is actually see if I can turn up the physics on Poseidon. I'm really curious if I could increase the amount of knockback just a regular Poseidon perk would do.
Gemstones.
It's always fun to try new things. I know, I just have to, like, remind myself of that sometimes. Also, thank you, Altorial, for the 13-month resub. Woo! Insert contractually obligated reminder to play Warframe here. You don't actually have to.
Here's the fee.
Just happens. It's Warframe and, I still have to... let's got this. Still have to go back and play the Ashen DLC at some point, too. So that's the other thing I haven't done.
Will you?
Brothers in death!
Let us destroy him quickly, King. Or perhaps slowly.
Okay.
What is the matter, fiend? Is your weak sense of resolve already shaken?
So I'm just gonna keep hucking at the Minotaur, probably.
A gracious audience.
This is definitely a good, Ow.
How's that?
This is definitely a good example of why both
Monster.
extreme measures makes this pair a lot easier and a lot harder.
You struck down the ball.
You're next, King.
Not but a scratch.
Is it? This is some hella scratches. I'm even wall slamming him.
The Macedonian. Olympus, vengeance for the Macedonian.
I'll teach you some respect.
They say to never meet your heroes.
See, all I want is a single god mode where you start with 1 to 3
suppose that I shall
choices of
see
gods
you
and
like
goddesses at the
soon.
start. Yeah. I really would love that. If I could actually change an
should
effect.
choose.
Like, yeah, these are the gods I'm gonna face. Let's just grab Harpy Feather Duster.
Can wash away
I'm
my
busted
wounds.
as shit, but I could be more busted. Well, no, I don't know. I just like that extra level of safety.
Got it.
Chthonic Coin Purse might have been the better idea, but oh well. But yeah, I really wish there was a way that I could actually better choose the gods. I guess with more rerolls. I'll have that option. But yeah, it would be really nice if I could have like a draft mode for this. I mean, I'd even take a draft mode where I can't unlock anything. You know, I gain no meta progression. It's just all god boons.
Should check
But
this
like
way.
crazy god boons.
Suffer.
That like I select and earn like over the course of the run. So like you'd be given a progression map, and you could just select like, okay, god boon here, here, and here, and then all the other route. You know, maybe everything has like a value associated with it, and so you can kind of just like play run architect effectively. That's some damage. Okay, thank you VRX FX for the 4-month resub. Thank you. And welcome to Busted Shit. I honestly was like, I've definitely been getting into this kind of funk where I'm just like, what else can this game have for me? Hence why I was going to start modding today, but it turns out, no. Let's grab Seastorm.
I feel stronger.
Because I think that still works on Hades, even if he's only pushed back like a smidge.
That's quite a stash there, Charon.
Please give me crit chance. Yes! Yeah, we should do pressure points. It was actually really tempting to just go full crit on my throw. But that'd be boring. Like the draft mode in Slay the Spire that lets you pick from all cards, where, if I recall, it shows every card, even you haven't unlocked it. Yeah, pretty much. Just let you go bananas just for a run or two. Imagine Hades going down in 3 hits. No, he's still going to be a tanky bastard. Unfortunately, this is a run that's going to work better on non-bosses, namely because the wall slams just don't work against Hades. Dad is just too solid and will not get pushed back no matter what.
Vermin. Just getting started, huh?
And so, like, I would love to absolutely just push the guy around here, but I don't think it's going to work with this. He's not immovable, but it requires a completely different build to, like, actually push him around, which we have experienced in the past. But that was with, like, a high fire rate gun situation. I might as well grab Lightning Rod.
I'll earn your favor yet.
We should do a Artemis Zeus build or something. I don't know, there's some interesting duo boon combinations that I'd really like to play with at some point. Okay, anything else? No. Zeus Dionysus? Zeus Dionysus could be really interesting. I don't know. Upping boon rarities has been kind of my main focus for modding, and I think I'm going to mostly stick with that just because, like, I know it makes the run so much stronger if all of my boons are epic or above, but at the same time, the silly stuff lurks at the top. Let's see. Jolted would have given you two... two specials for the Jolted and Rupture shenanigans. That's a good point. Didn't think about that. I'll probably be fine. Especially because I can also keep him poisoned, which I believe counts as a debuff as well. I certainly hope so. Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, so it's about the same effect. But also, like, optimization at this point is kind of silly. It's like, yeah, sure, I could eke out, like, 1% more DP... Well, no, 10% more DPS. But... I'm just... not convinced it's necessary. Let's see. Been watching your Redis playthrough and assuming you like it way too much to leave it after one day. Yeah, you're in luck. We're going to be doing the second world region. I don't know. Second level tonight. And then we'll probably do the third in a couple of days or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that game is really good. I don't know if we'll do more than one run. I'd like to unlock more of the undead. It's just a matter of, like, it is a very slow game.
I'm back. Huh.
Oh, I dig this run. It's a good run. Let's see. Yeah, no money. But how will you achieve the okay buy levels of damage without the 10%? I mean, this is true. The 10% really does actually make a huge difference when you are doing this much damage. Grab the both of those in hopes of getting just a lot of money for some reason. Let's see. Wonder, any idea when you're going back to Sunless Skies? So I actually recorded the next 6... say it's about the next 4 episodes last week.
Three-headed hound.
I guess let's grab Razor Shoals, just because the other thing's not going to help against Hades. Anything else? No. I just haven't gotten around to editing it. Also, I needed a space to put out Rock of Ages, so Sunless Skies is going to take, go away for a bit and then come back. So, I could go Dionysus. Yeah, let's just go Dionysus. That's not really... Well, I wonder if the slowing actually counts as a separate debuff.
The prince persuades the Underworld's ferocious guardian to move aside.
Out of curiosity, do you know if Noid is more stable now? I think it's considerably more stable. I just haven't been terribly motivated about going back. That's one of those games where you have that same level of an upper limit as, say, Hades, but you insta-die so much faster.
You bypassed Cerberus again, I see.
That's the same dialogue we've heard before.
Observe.
I wonder if I can shoot his skull balls out of the air.
Idiot. Wretches of the Underworld.
Interesting question.
Heed me
I'm not
and
sure.
rise from the earth
On the
to
plus
do my
side,
bidding.
I can bully his dudes into a corner. I am actually capable of shoving him away, too, which is amazing. But yeah, I'll go back to Noida at some point. That's a fantastic game. It's just, like, time-consuming to do a run, and it will, like, often just end in kind of disappointment. I know there's, like, a population of people that really like that kind of thing, but for me, I prefer runs that, like, scale wildly out of control that don't just randomly end because I, like, didn't dodge properly or something like that. I have that problem with a lot of roguelikes where they're just like, the best way to balance this is to make it painful. And that's harsh.
Come on, get up.
Enough of this. How dare you anger me? Fall, I said.
Man. Is he only going to hit me once here? I'm going to jinx that. Yep, right there. Okay, he hit me twice, 3 times. Okay, this is hitting me a lot, but whatever.
With your youth comes a certain strength, it seems.
Youth, you say.
Say hi to Hippos for me.
I think that might actually be my fastest run ever.
Make
Yeah,
sure it works.
wow! Blew my last record out of the water by about 4 minutes.
This can unlock a hidden aspect of my weapons.
The often patient Zagreus appears to take repeated deaths in stride, and so here comes another one for him.
How will the prince die? Death. Death killed the young prince. Oh, I'm sorry, Prickna.
I'm counting that one as a victory.
Woo!
Don't you see, boy? You are trapped.
Man, I can't even give, like, ambrosia to anyone. I'm gonna start giving it to the dog.
Cerberus yelps in merriment upon receiving such a generous offering.
Only the very best treats for my best friend, right, boy? Maybe we'll have
Okay.
something more affordable
Can't
next time.
afford a damn thing, still. Unsurprisingly, honestly.
Wretched broker,
Alright.
what's new, my friend?
2 keys, 420 gemstones.
It's a deal.
I have not been picking up a whole lot of keys, apparently. That's honestly for the best. Yeah, sure.
Your kindness toward me is unnecessary, child. You know I have no expectation of such gifts from you or anyone.
I think of you always, Nyx. You raised me as your own, and I'm grateful for it. What do these shades have to say for themselves?
Your father is the same as ever, child.
I can't wait until she actually has her own proper portrait. Hey, Eternal
It
Spear.
was inevitable. Thanks.
Yeah, we're only missing, like, 1 on a lot of these. Well, should we actually start working on harsh conditions? Convenience fee, underworld customs, forced overtime, budget cuts, damage control, no choice, and tight deadline. We could start doing a lot of those. But first, modding? Modding.